Okay, so today I'm going to be doing a riddle video. You set this at the correct time so that it doesn't start with its advertisement.
1. Bad intentions. A woman invited her friend home for dinner. She made a meal of mashed potatoes and roast beef. For dessert, she cut an apple in halves and offered her friend one half along with some whipped cream on the side, and put the rest of the cream in a separate bowl. She then ate her piece of the same apple. The friend died of poisoning, but the host survived despite eating from the same apple. How is that possible?
Okay, so I think that it's the poison is inside the whipped cream because I don't think it would have been there.
Answer. The poison was in the whipped cream.
Yes.
2. Who's lying?
Okay, so that's
A
one.
man named Tom went hiking with his friend Chris on a Sunday after notifying his brother Dan. The next Saturday, the police finds Tom dead in the woods. Dan said that he had been working all week. Chris was found wandering around the highway. He said that he got lost in the woods right after they arrived and just found his way home. Look at the picture and guess who's lying.
Okay, so I'm thinking it's him because seriously, if he was lost in there for 7 days, how is he? He's Welsh even.
Answer. Chris is lying. How can he be so well shaven after being alone in the woods for a week?
Yeah,
3.
that's
Guess
true.
the name of the murderer. A rich man who lived in a beautiful house on Baker Street, Mr. Ronald Green, has just been kidnapped, and Sherlock Holmes has been appointed to the case. He finds a note at the crime scene written by Mr. Green. It read, 1st of January, 4th of October, 5th of March, 3rd of June. Sherlock knew that somehow the killer's name was hidden in the note. The suspects were as follows: Jack Green, the son and the heir of the property; John Jacobson, an employee of Mr. Green; June Green, Green's wife. Sherlock deduced the killer's name in an instant. Can you?
Okay, so I think it's going with the 1st of June. So that's J. So that's J. The 4th of October, I think. 5th of March, H. 3rd of June, N. So it's John Jacobson. So it's John Jacobson.
Answer. The kidnapper was John Jacobson. I knew it. Take these details into account. 1st of January means the first letter of the word January, J. 4th of October means the fourth letter of the word October, O. The 5th of March means the fifth letter of the word March, H. 3rd of June means the third letter of the word June, N. The name spelled out is John. 4. Guess the victim and the murderer's name. There are 5 men. These are the clues you've got. 1. One of them shot and killed one of the other 5. 2. Dan ran in the New York City Marathon yesterday with one of the innocent men. 3. Mark considered being a farmer before he moved to the city. 4. Jeff is a top-notch computer consultant and wants to install Ben's new computer next week. 5. The murderer had his leg amputated last month. 6. Ben met Jack for the first time 6 months ago. 7. Jack has been in seclusion since the crime. 8. Dan used to drink heavily. 9. Ben and Jeff built their last computers together. 10. The
This is so
murderer
long.
is Jack's brother. They grew up together in Seattle.
Okay, so this is long. One of them shot and killed one of the other 5. Dan ran in the name. Okay, so I'm not making anything out of this. This is so. I can't even understand a single thing. next to impossible. Let me just wait the time to end.
Answer. Jeff killed Mike. How do we know? Jack is not the murderer. He is the brother of the murderer. Dan is not the murderer since he ran a marathon, and the murderer recently had his leg amputated. Ben is not the murderer. He just met Jack. Jack and the murderer grew up together. We know that Jeff is still alive because he wants to install Ben's new computer next week. Mike didn't grow up with Jack. If Jack, Dan, Ben, and Jeff are still alive, then Mike is dead. We can only deduce that Jeff must be the murderer.
This isn't even understandable, even if you explain.
Is written on the note. One snowy night, Sherlock Holmes was in his house sitting by the fire. All of a sudden, a snowball came crashing through his window and broke it. Holmes got up and looked out the window just in time to see 3 neighborhood kids who were brothers run around the corner. Their names were John Crimson, Mark Crimson, and Paul Crimson. The next day, Holmes got a note that read, Crimson, he broke your window. Which of the 3 Crimson brothers could Sherlock Holmes question about the incident?
Okay. Crimson. He broke your window. Yeah, so I don't even understand this.
Answer, it was Mark. The note said question mark Crimson, which can be read as question mark Crimson. 6. Think outside of the box with this one. A man was found dead in a field of snow. The only evidence that was left was a set of footprints between 2 parallel lines. Who should the police be looking for?
I think a man with not trailer.
Answer. Someone in a wheelchair.
Oh
7.
yeah.
There is no such thing as a perfect crime. A wealthy man lives alone in a small cottage. Because he was handicapped, he had everything delivered to his cottage. The mailman was delivering a letter on Thursday when he noticed that the front door was ajar. Through the opening, he could see the man's body lying in a pool of dried blood. On the porch were 2 bottles of milk, Monday's newspaper, a catalog, flyers, and unopened mail. When Sherlock Holmes got to the cottage, he told the police the killer was the paper boy. How did he know?
Because how did he get out recently? Because if he was dead before that, okay. Because I think if he was dead before that, he wouldn't have even taken the paper. He would have already reported, because he would have known. So yeah.
Answer. The absence of Tuesdays and Wednesdays newspapers indicated that the paper boy knew that the man was dead, and therefore no one would read them. 8. Tricky trip. 2 friends left for a climbing trip, but only one returned from the vacation and said that his friend slipped while climbing and died. Upon investigating, the police arrested him, saying, "We received a call from your travel agent. We know you murdered your friend." The man did not inform anyone about the trip. Then how did they know that he was the murderer?
So I think I know this. I think he only bought 1 return ticket. 2 for going. He only bought 2 for going there, and 1 to return.
Answer. The man had booked a round-trip ticket for himself, but only a one-way ticket for his friend. 9. Everything will eventually come to light. A man named Evan called the police saying he had found his friend Liam murdered by the seashore. He said that he had lent Liam his beach house for the week during the California summer, and that he had just arrived from a month of work in Chile, Argentina to join him, only to find him dead. When the police arrived, they instantly realized he was lying. Look at the picture and guess why.
Because he's sunburned. You can clearly see he's sunburned.
Answer. If it's summer in California, it's winter in Argentina. The man was sunburned. He wasn't in Argentina. He was in California. 10. Not as obvious as it seems. Let's test your skills. You're shown the picture of these two women. One of them had been living in poverty for the last 10 years and just killed a man to pay her big debt. Can you figure out which one of them did?
I think it's this one. Because poor people don't know how to spend their money.
Answer. A. People who have less disposable income tend to spend more on items that make them appear wealthier, like high heels, eye-catching clothes. It's a plus if the brand's name can be read, and heavy makeup. They usually spend more than they earn, so a full fridge for just one girl should reveal the truth.
Yeah.
11. You may kiss the bride? A man wakes up from a 2-day coma after a car accident with a case of amnesia. Suddenly, two women arrive at the hospital. One of them says she's his wife, and the other one says that they have kids. Who's lying? Answer. The woman in the red dress is lying. She's not wearing a wedding ring.
Yeah.
12. How sharp are you? Sherlock Holmes 2.0 needs for his judgment to be sharp. Just by looking at the picture and only using your sharp, intuitive, and intellectual skills, tell us, which of these two families is poor? Answer. The family on the left is poor. A low-income family tends to gravitate toward food that is cheaper but more energy-dense, like pizza, ice cream, and cake. A wealthier family tends to choose more nutrient-dense foods, such as vegetables,
yeah.
and fruit, though that doesn't mean they
And
can't go for
actually, I
that
haven't
occasional
been.
red velvet cake. 13. Only for keen observers. Sherlock Holmes would have noticed in less than a minute who the thief is in this picture. Sherlock Holmes 2.0 would need to be as observant as his master to be able to solve this riddle in the same amount of time. Can you?
Yeah, it's really easy.
Answer. The woman in the yellow dress is the thief. The hint reveals that the thief is not the boy. The toy shop does not sell small teddy bears like the small bear the mother has inside her purse, or the little bunny the man is carrying in a bag. The store sells balls, and the woman in the yellow dress has one of them inside her dress, making it look like she's pregnant. How many riddles did you solve? Tell us in the comments below. Be sure to give this video a like, challenge your friends by sharing it with them, and click subscribe to stay on the bright side of...
Yeah. So that's my entire video. Okay guys, so don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Oh, this looks ugly. Wow, this really looks ugly. 10 seconds, 1 minute, 10 minutes. I should could film this, but I don't want to. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.